And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. And starting this one, Tanner Bybee. What do you got on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
1 o'clock.
The 0-1. And that one fouled off.
Ball 1. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
To the right side, Martinez. 1 out in the top of the first. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And Singy, you have to think this lefty-heavy lineup is ready to eat in this one with a righty on the hill.
Eat it is, Boog. So many lefties just feel more confident with a righty pitching, giving them that little edge. Doesn't always play out that way in the box score, though, so we'll see what happens in this game.
Gleyber Torres in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Strike 1.
1 out, bases empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Fastball is outside. Got him looking. And there are 2 down.
Batting third, left fielder.
2 out, space is empty. Here's Riley Green. First pitch, not close. On the ground, and it goes just foul. 2 out, space is empty. Swung on, popped up left side. Rocchio makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, and now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And on the hill, Tarek Skubal. What do you look for here?
Boog, he brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
Bottom of the first. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. That's in there.
Oh.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Kyle Manzardo getting ready to hit. Foul ball there. In the air, center field. Meadows sizes this one up, and it's caught for the out.
Batting third baseman.
Here's the Guardians lineup now.
Ramirez.
With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Go for the bleachers, Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez stands in now, looks at that one inside. And a foul ball. Kwan stands at first with 1 out. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. In the dirt, but kept close. Good job to fight that one off. Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one missing inside.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's to third and foul ball. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And it's fouled away.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
2 outs. Late with the swing there.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Next offering is downstairs. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. On to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Guardians turned away in the first. We played 1 in Cleveland with no score on the show. Back here in Cleveland, second inning set to go. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Spivey back to work. Carpenter in his third season, 27 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. And now 2-0.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that misses. And that's ball 3. And that one wrapped foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock. What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Matt Vierling.
So up next, Matt Vierling. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. Safe. And it's 1-0.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Late on that fastball.
No ball, 1 strike.
Fouled off left side. Stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
So digging in, Jace Young. Swinging a foul straight back.
Ball, inside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
A little bit low. Ball 2. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. And now it's even up.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Batting 8th, catcher, Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And makes the grab. And that is that. Tigers grab 1 on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here in Cleveland, Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate.
Lane Thomas.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Angel Martinez, the next to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fouled off down the right side. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Nope, that's away.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Fouled off. He was late.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner takes off for third. Swing and a miss. Out at third. And that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. The changeup missing. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Struck him out looking. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Parker Meadows. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
That one missed.
2-0.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Struck out looking his first time. Good take by Torres.
Nope, that's high.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1. There's a strike. Torres, the runner at first with 2 gone. To the right side. Tosses to first. Out number 3. Tigers leave 1, but they still lead it 1-0. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. That one's in there. Strike 1. That one hooked foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Here's Brian Rocchio. That one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. So the lineup flips over. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single. And he pumps it a strike. And ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next one misses, and a count 2-1. That one pushed to the left and foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a bouncer towards 3rd. Now the throw to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. The Guardians go down in order. They trail here 1-0. On to the 4th. And now Kerry Carpenter. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Inside. And the count is 2-0.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. And now, Matt Vierling. He doubled home a run in his first AB. And a foul ball. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Thomas makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, first baseman, Colt
Keith up now for the Tigers. His first at bat was a strikeout. Ball 1, no strikes. And it skips in the dirt.
2-0.
That one missed. Now 3-0. And there's the automatic. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Fastball for a strike at 95. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And midway in the 4th, it's the Tigers 1 and the Guardians nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Kyle Mansardo. And that is out of play.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And he grounds one to the right side. He steps on the bag, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swung on, belted. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. Clips the corner, and that is strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And now 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Guardians go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Jace Young. Bybee back to work. Young measures 6 feet even, 205 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2022. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, no strike.
Swinging a foul straight back. Line drive. Throw on to Santana. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, catcher, Jake Rogers.
Here's the catcher to hit, Jake Rogers. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Just missed. And another ball.
That's a ball.
That's in there, and the count is 3-1. Rip towards third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Sweeney.
Trey Sweeney.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball could be 2. To second for 1. And that's 2. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back here in Cleveland, there's Lane Thomas now.
Center fielder, Lane Thomas.
That misses off the outside edge.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Swing, and he breaks his bat, and that's just foul. And down on strikes he goes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
On Martinez.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. That's a little high. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Outside with a breaking ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
2-2.
Snags it for the 2nd out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And up next for Cleveland, Jhonkensy Noel. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back now at Progressive Field, top of the 6th inning. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Parker Meadows. Misses outside, and that is ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Man, it's so tough to adjust and catch up to a good fastball inside when all you're getting throughout an entire at-bat are pitches away. You're telling yourself, just let the ball travel so you can protect that outside corner of the plate. Then you get completely tied up. That right there was a great pitch for the punch-out.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Next offering popped in the air, right field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder Riley Green.
2 down, base is empty. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. 0 for 2 in this one. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Well, we go bottom 6. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Strike 3, got him swinging. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Rocchio takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan, 1 for 2. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Vierling settles under this one. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo will hit next. Fought off foul. Rocchio leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That's to third. Young whips it across. That ends the inning. Guardians lead 1, and it remains 1-0.
Now
welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Kerry Carpenter. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Hunter Gaddis preparing to come on if needed. Smith warming up as well. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Naylor down to first with it. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Vierling.
Next to hit, Matt Vierling. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. That missed by a lot. 1-2 to count. Hit in the air out to center field. Thomas. He's got it. 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And next to hit for Detroit, Colt Keith, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's in there. 0-1. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, but they're on top 1-0. Here in Cleveland, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
First pitch just misses. Ramirez swings and blasts one deep to right field. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's ripping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. in for a strike. It's 0-1. Tigers bullpen with some action. Will Vest, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Holton, a left-hander, also throwing. Looking to get the tying run on base. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And that's downstairs. Now 2-2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here comes Lane Thomas. And there's a ball. Up the middle, collected by Torres, throws to first, inning over. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, still behind by a count of 1-0.
Now pitching
Hunter
for the Guardians.
Gaddis will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Jace Young digs in now.
Young.
And a pitch. And that's in for a strike. Gaddis, in his 2nd season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Jake Rogers.
And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. Swinging a foul out of play. Runner at first with no outs here. And that one pulled foul. Check swing on an 0-2. Appeal to first and no swing, says James Kingsley. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Young gets his lead at first with nobody out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2.
Got him. And there's one down.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Ramirez tossed to second, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Tigers 1 and the Guardians nothing. now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Will Vest. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Will Vest.
So digging in, Angel Martinez.
Second baseman, Angel Martinez.
You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Bo Brisky, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Foley getting cranked up as well. The other way. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Will Brennan, and this is a big at bat in this ball game. He was late there. Strike one.
0-1.
With the tying run on at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to second, might be two. There's one.
He's out.
Over to first, safe.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Catcher.
Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Move to first. Brennan back on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap. Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Brian Rocchio in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Right through there for a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. There's the strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores. We're tied at 1.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Will Vest is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Jason
Detroit.
Foley on to pitch
Number
here.
68. Jason Foley.
Stephen Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat. 1 for 3. squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Next offering misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base. But job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
Now here is Kyle Manzardo. 0 for 3 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. In the air, left field, down the line. Green pulls it in on the run. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. You're dialed into the show.
Now pitching
Back
for the
now,
Guardians.
and on the mound, the closer, Emmanuel Clase.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Parker
Leading off
Meadows
for Detroit,
now at the plate.
center fielder,
0 for
Parker
3 with 2
Meadows.
strikeouts and a ground out. And he lays down a bunt. Ramirez. Off balance throw in time. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Well, I think the defense
Now
was
batting,
anticipating
second
something
baseman,
here because they were really
Torres.
ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out, and way to go.
Here is Gleyber Torres. All tied up here at the top of the 9th.
Bowling.
Next offering upstairs.
2-1.
Inside, just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Ball 4, he walked him, and that keeps things going.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump
Now
to help
batting,
him out and make a
left
call
fielder,
with that last
Riley
pitch, but
Green.
neither happened. Close pitch, but a good
running
take
at
to
first
earn that
base.
walk.
Number
Riley
39.
Green up now for the Tigers.
Zach McKinstry.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And that one is lifted in the air. Quan sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Kerry Carpenter.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A 2-run blast. And they take the lead. It's 3-1.
That fastball was out of the zone, and he still drove it out. Those swings leave pitchers scratching their heads.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
And now the right fielder, Matt Vierling. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. And out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 4-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Emmanuel Clase will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Eric Sabrowski.
Number 62.
He's into the game with the bases empty.
Eric Sabrowski.
And next up for the Tigers, Colt Keith. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1. That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-1. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Bo Brisky.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest
Detroit.
jobs in baseball, and
Number
we see a
4.
pretty high turnover rate because of
Bo
it.
Brisky.
Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next offering upstairs. And that's in the dirt. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. That one missed. Right through there, got him. One away.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Santana at the plate and takes high there. He swings and fouls one off. The Guardians trailing by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's Lane Thomas. Splits the plate, and it's 0-1. Santana leads off first with one away. That one not close, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Last out for the Guardians in this one. And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. That one finds the zone. Strike one. The Tigers leading by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. The Guardians down to their final strike. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. That one ripped, and that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Bo Brisky done for the day, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So the
Detroit.
Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Tyler Holton.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan. Tying run at the plate. Late swing, foul to the left.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
The tying run at the plate. That one inside. 3-1. Bo Naylor next to bat for Cleveland. Slice the other way and foul. Three-two on the way. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. 2 on, 2 outs, and they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Bo Naylor, corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
So they're all loaded up.
Whoa.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
The 2-1. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And that'll do it. The Tigers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.